Waimāero, Fendalton-Waimairi-Harewood Community Board. Thank you. Oh, and we've got Anne Galloway's joined us. Oh, right. Hello, Anne.
Good morning, all. Thank you for your time having us along here today. It's my pleasure to be sitting next to Bridget Williams, Deputy Chair.
Cool. We'll kick it off.
Yep.
So with the first item that we want to share with the councillors today is the Monavale Gatehouse Creative Arts Residence Program. So in 2018, the board expressed an interest in utilising the Monavale Gatehouse for an artist in residence program. And for the past 2 years, we've had a really successful pilot with the Kerry and Lou animators being based at the house. Staff are now developing a request for proposal process to open the opportunity up for potentially other artists going forward. So it's a fantastic program, and it's something exciting to see grow.
The next one, which is a rather hot topic, the Wings to Wheels major cycleway. We've had 2 information sessions so far and one coming up 16th of February at the RSA. Just on a note, to clarify some of the misconceptions out there, our board is not anti-cycleways. Our board is pro-safety, but we're also after cost-effective solutions. And we have a history of this. The Mayor will recall opening the Carlton Mill bike bridge, where the community board, what would have been 2013, stopped the design process at the time, which was being managed by Skirt, and the board worked with the local iwi, with Ngāi Tahu, with the cycle community, with all the community, and actually produced a fantastic outcome. So there is a precedent there that the community board has been able to work and been trusted by the council to actually deliver a very, very successful outcome, which was actually put forward, I think, at the local government conference as a best practice. So the Mayor will recall that. I'd also like to thank the staff that are attending these sessions. The meetings, or particularly the first one, very hot in temperament with a number of residents, and I'd just like to compliment them for their professionalism of which they're dealing with people. They are a little bit of the meat in the sandwich, but with the right amount of communication and attitude, I'm sure we'll get there. Some of the questions that are missing, or the answers that are missing with regards to this particular consultation process, is what happens on Sawyers Arms Road if all this traffic has been diverted by off Harewood Road, and I think that we're a little bit amiss on giving out the clearer picture. And obviously there is the Norwest Arc, from the proposed cycleway from the university to across to the Wings to Wheels, and on none of the designs that I've seen is there any inclusion of where this potential cycleway would join. The likely suspect is Madson's Ave, but there doesn't seem to be any form of indication for this for the neighbours. So I'm just aware that this might create a bit of uncertainty with the community and around the intentions of keeping that secret.
Cool. So moving on to the next exciting thing is the Roto Kohatu Reserve Management Plan. So the board received a briefing from staff regarding the work underway to develop a management plan. Roto Kohatu is one of the region's only safe and sheltered freshwater sites and has reached capacity for water sports, which is a really good thing, but also that means that we need to explore other options going forward to ensure this fantastic facility can be maintained. And this is increasing demand for a range of recreational and sporting activities, and we need to plan for and manage public and user group access and use. So this is something that is being explored through the management plan, but we're very excited to have this facility.
Just on that as well, with the new toilets that have been built out there, the parks rangers out there are very pleased with the public behaviour. Historically, the site has had a few issues. but they report that, you know, with the use of the toilets, that the behaviour out there has certainly changed and improved. Culture Galore, one of our better known community events, shared with our bordering neighbours, Hallswell, Hornby, Riccarton, and it's a great day in the park from 12 noon through till 4 p.m. I think last year there was sort of an excess of 50 odd stalls, food from sort of every corner of the world, a real blend of flavours, fantastic day out, a great community activity. So we encourage everybody to come along. I know the Mayor and a number of others were there with a selfie last year, so encourage everybody to come along. And then just at hand, one other, we've just this morning received, and this is a thank you to the team, to the people involved, our request to have the Burnside Caretakers building been removed. I understand it might start as early as next week. So that's information just in this morning. So that's fantastic news, and you will all recall, I think Aaron referred it to as the Rats Jungle Gym with all those tyres. We only need to look what happened north of Christchurch here in Amberley with those tyres and the nonsense that's created. So very reassuring to see that all being tidied up. So thank you for that.
Excellent. Well, I like that as an example of bringing a matter before council and bringing it to specific attention and action happening. So thank you very much for the role that you're playing. Mike.
Thank you. Not a question, but I need to make a clarification. Is it possible to bring back the slide on the cycleway, please? It very clearly shows on that map there the proposed route for the Northwest Arc, which goes up Matson's Ave, and in the detailed design, which actually goes into more closer views, bigger scale, it actually shows in there the future Northwest Arc MCR route. So it is clearly detailed in this consultation where the join is, and actually has the reason for some of the design in there for it as well. So that information is not being kept secret.
I'll just clarify what I actually said. On the drawings that were provided at the Burnside, at the Bishopdale Community Centre, the drawings that you saw and I saw when we were both there, those detailed drawings do not show at the intersection of Madson's Ave any adjoining cycleway. So
But it does.
just so we'll agree to disagree.
That's fine. Agreeing to disagree in a public forum is just really helpful. Thank you. Yanni?
Thank you. I just wanted to check around the cycleway, why your board hasn't brought a Part A, and are you supporting the notice of motion?
Yanni. We've just had a whole segment on deputations. The purpose of the discussion that has been raised in this context is not for you to question what a community board has or hasn't done.
Can I just
Can you just leave it be?
Yeah, in terms of going forward, in terms of the board's involvement in the proposed cycleway design, I'm just trying to understand what exactly you're asking for. Can you just clarify what you would like as a community board?
Okay. So we have an established, proven history working with perhaps the Papanui Parallel, for example, down Rutland Street, which is a boundary that we share, that the community board was involved and supported through the consultation, worked with the community. We have a proven history of doing that. We're asking that...
So that's what you want to do. You want to be involved.
We want to be able to work with the community and actually take back some of the...
in the process.
Indeed,
Yeah,
where we
okay.
feel we have not had that ability.
Can we leave this? We've got an item on the agenda later
aware, yes.
where we're going to deal with this. I would like for people just to show a little bit of respect for this process, which there have been a number of issues raised here. You've been really clear, David, that the community board as a whole wants to be involved in the process in
We're
a
not
very
anti-cycles,
in-depth
we're not
way
anti-cycleways,
on
we're
behalf of your
pro-safety.
community.
Yep.
That's fine. Thank you. Yanni, that's not for discussion today,
All right.
but thank you. You've been really crystal clear. I've got no doubt about that. Sam?
I was just going to ask Mike, are we using these forums now to
No,
attack
you do
community
not
boards?
get to ask Mike a question during the course of a discussion around the community board report. So I look, it is tricky, and perhaps on reflection, I should have ruled the question out of order. So I do apologise. Did someone else have a question? Yes, a simple question.
You mentioned 2 times public session. How many people turn out?
I beg your pardon, Jimmy?
For what?
Two times the public session. One was held on 3rd of February, the
Oh,
other
how
one
many people
6th of
were in
February. How many
attendance?
people turn out?
Oh gosh, the first, I mean, the staff would probably be able to report on that better. Obviously, there's a QR code and where people were able to sign in.
Okay, yes.
I would have, at a guesstimate, that the
I'm
first one would be
sorry,
200.
I didn't. I thought that you'd moved on because I
okay.
thought I was relatively clear
Okay.
about accepting a simple question.
Just ask a question.
I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to Culture Galore. I think that it's a great opportunity for another selfie. And given the number of people that get into the background of that, it's a pretty awesome experience. But it does show that when 2 community boards combine their resources and work collaboratively across a broader cross-section, what an amazing event you can create. So I really wanted to congratulate your community board and your neighbouring community board because you jointly put money into this and jointly support it. I've seen community board members right across the city turn up for Culture Galore. So I think it's almost become just one of those must-go-to calendar events of the year. So congratulations.
Thank you. Well, it's not us, it's the staff behind us that help put it together. So,
I know, and it's much appreciated. So thank you.
and I think our neighbouring board's got some new signage this year, so that's great.
Yeah. So would anyone like to move and second this particular motion? Sam seconded Aaron Kewen. I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
The next item on the agenda is the Waipuna